Hello, welcome to the Gies Online Masters in Management webinar. Thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to be exploring the iMSM program and giving a general overview of the University of Illinois here in Urbana-Champaign, Gies Online programs, and more in depth the iMSM program. You can scan the QR code that you see here on the screen. This is a great way to get connected with our team and with our admissions counselors and our website. My name is Lori Hayes. I'm a coordinator in admissions and recruitment. I'm joined today by my colleague, Natalie Brost, who will be assisting us in the Q&A feature. We also have a student ambassador on the call with us today as well that will be sharing a bit about student experience here at Gies Online. And we love to see where everyone is joining us from. So there's a poll here on this next slide. And feel free to let us know where you're joining us from. You can also just put it in the chat. But I am out here in the Pacific Northwest in Bend, Oregon, but lived in Champaign for many years. And Natalie, where are you joining us from today? How about you, Ram? Where are you located?
I live in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, great. And Natalie, how about you?
I am in Geneva, Illinois.
All right, so right there near Chicago, but we love to see where everyone is joining us from. You can pop it in the chat if you'd like, or scan that poll. And then moving on to our agenda for today, we have our special guest here. Ram Kabalan is a student ambassador and also a very soon-to-be graduate of the iMSM program. Ram, can you take a minute just to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background and a little bit of where you're at in the program?
Sure. Thank you, Lori. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the iDegree webinar, iMSM. And I started my iMSM journey back in 2023, spring, January. And I took some time, one course at a time, and I was able to complete my iMSM, this December, and I'm graduating this December on 20th. I'm super excited. And so far, the journey was really good, and I learned a lot about what I expected from the course. And since I have completed the course, I just started, applying for roles related to the management, and I'm literally getting calls from the employers seeing my, course completion and the updated resume with, MSM degree from Illinois. It's really working good for me. So I believe you guys would definitely do this course from Illinois, and you will definitely see results out of it.
Great, thank you, Ram.
Thank you.
So once again, this is what we'll be going over today. And then if you have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to pop those in the Q&A feature. It's a little bit easier to keep for us to keep questions organized there, and we will get those answered before the end of the hour. But first, let's talk a little bit about the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. On this slide, I have several different accolades that are listed. We have a very strong reputation here, and not just academia, but also industry. We have approximately 35,000 undergraduate students currently and 20,000 graduate students here on campus. We're a land-grant institution, which means we are committed to providing life-changing access to education at an affordable cost to learners all over the world. We are ranked as the #9 public university by U.S. News and World Report. We're the top 5 National Science Foundation funded research institution, which highlights our strong emphasis on cutting edge research. We have over 500,000 living alumni, one of the largest alumni organizations here in the US. We have over 24 million library items, and we're also rated the #1 most disability-friendly campus in the US. Moving on to Gies College of Business, we were named the #1 biggest business school innovation of the decade by Poets and Quants, the #1 accountancy faculty by BYU Accounting Faculty Research Rankings, In 2022, we were MBA Program of the Year through Poets and Quants. We are a top 10 public undergraduate business school in the nation by US News and World Report. And there are over 81,000 Gies business alumni that you can connect and network with at various events and even online. And so moving on to the three main qualities of Gies online programs, flexibility being number one. Our programs are 100% fully online, which means you can access the coursework and live sessions from your home office, from your work, from anywhere that you might be. In degree planning, we're also flexible. You can take one course or two courses depending on your life schedule. And our tuition is on a pay-as-you-go model, so you only pay for courses as you are enrolled in them. Stackability is another main quality of Gies online programs. We offer many courses and bite-sized options to stack into your next credential to provide all learners an entry point that works for you wherever you are in your learner journey. And on the next slide, we will go into stackability in a little more depth. Online by design. We have been online ever since 2016. So we were one of the first online MBA programs offered at an affordable price. We offer innovative delivery of content without sacrificing interactions and collaboration with instructors and fellow classmates. Ram, did any of these qualities stick out to you and play a role in why you chose Gies Online?
Definitely, Lori. I think the option of the 1 and 3 especially works out well for me because it is so flexible that I can choose n number of courses at a time. It depends on how flexible you're gonna do the course with your work and then the family and everything. And I was able to take one course at a time, and I have seen my friends, colleagues, they have taken two at a time. So and some of my friends, they literally took a break over the summer, and then they were able to take the course again back in winter and fall. So it's that flexibility really matters a lot, and it is really helping us, the professionals, to make plans accordingly and go further. And since this particular degree is 100% online, we were able to do the course from anywhere, right across the world. Like I was actually traveling to India, and even from India, I was able to do my group assignments, and even I was able to attend the live session. So all these features are really helpful and stackable. Even though I did not choose that option, my friends, I know a few of my friends, they have chosen that particular option, and right now they have already enrolled into the iMBA. So I'm so happy about that option as well. I thought of doing it, but then due to some circumstances, I couldn't. But it's really a good option.
Great, thank you, Ram.
Thank you.
That leads us nicely into our next slide on stackability. I definitely want to elaborate a little bit on this opportunity that we have here at Gies Online. This slide represents all the building blocks and credentials that we offer here at Gies Online. There are the free Coursera MOOCs. MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Course, and those are delivered on the Coursera platform. They're non-degree single 4-credit, non-degree single, and then we also have non-degree single 4-credit courses offered here at Gies Online. We have graduate certificate options, and then we also offer 3 full master's degree programs: the iMSM, the iMSA, which is the accountancy program, and the iMBA. But all of these can complement an existing credential. All of these options allow for development of new and targeted material. They allow you to work at your own pace. And lastly, stackability is outcome driven, which means you will see a career impact with each stackable step. So we have something here for everyone at Gies Online, whether you're wanting just to start with a single course, earn a graduate certificate, or get a master's degree. We have options that will build on one another and work together. We have another poll here, and this is, we're just curious about why you are considering or pursuing graduate education, or what might be holding you back. The cost is something we hear quite often. The online format, many of us went to undergrad when online school was not an option. So that might be something that might be holding you back. Time commitment. You know, a lot of us are balancing family and friends and careers and hobbies and all sorts of other things, and balancing that with graduate education might be a concern. Return of investment and difficulty are also other reasons potentially holding you back. And we're going to go over all of these throughout our time together. So the graduate certificates, I want to go over these a little bit before we jump into the iMSM program. And this is a great stackable option if you're not quite ready for the full iMSM or one of our other degree programs. All of our graduate certificates consist of 12 hours or 3 courses of transcripted credit. It's a very brief application process, and any of our graduate certificates are stackable into any of our degree programs, including the iMSM. This slide is going to list all 13 graduate certificates. Some of them cover more general business skills, while others are a little more accounting specific. But a graduate certificate, again, is a great option if you just want to get your feet wet without jumping straight into a degree or try out some of our courses. This might be a good option for you. Now moving on to the iMSM program. What will this program help you do? Well, it's going to help you develop confidence by expanding communication and leadership skills, understand and be able to discuss new technologies, global change, and market trends. This program will also help you apply integrative thinking and problem solving across areas such as finance, marketing, operations, and accounting. The iMSM is made up of several different learner types. We have folks that are non-business backgrounds looking to develop leadership and management base, business backgrounds pivoting to include management in their skill set, or highly technical backgrounds looking to broaden their business knowledge. Lastly, you will learn skills that are immediately impactful on your current career down to each weekly session. The faculty members are also using project-based learning through group work and case studies, which coordinate with the live sessions that provide the real-world scenarios to learn from. Ram, where have you seen the most impact in your courses thus far in your career?
Sure. Actually, as part of this course, I took a one particular course called project management. And since I'm a software engineering professional, I was actually able to implement a lot of things that I learned from the project management course into my work. And with that, I was actually able to get my role to the next level, like facing the business directly and having conversation with them about the projects requirements and all that, because I used to be a core technical team lead. But after completing this particular course, I was able to talk to my manager, and I was able to get some insights into how the business work and how I'll be coordinating with business on projects and all that. So it really helped me. Apart from that, of course, we do a lot of other courses like finance, accountancy, and all that. But I'm about to explore slowly into that while I'm looking for opportunities outside.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
And then some quick facts for you about the iMSM program. This degree will cost just over $12,000, and you can finish it in just 1 year, or you can stretch it out to 2 years or even more. We have that 60 months on there because the graduate college just requires that you complete the degree within 5 years of your start date. But keep in mind that that you can only take off no more than a year if needed. So, but there is a lot of flexibility there, and taking time off, completing this degree at a pace that makes sense for you. The program consists of 36 total credit hours, and the iMSM has 5 start dates. So we're currently accepting applications for a January and March start. Some numbers for you. The average age is 34, but we do draw students from a wide range of age groups, from recent college graduates to much more experienced professionals. While we have students with many years of work experience, we have students who are also more recent college graduates, but the average of our students for work experience is 9 years. And then we have 48 US states and territories and 86 countries represented in the iMSM program. 32% of our learners are international, so the global reach and global impact is really here and apparent within the iMSM program. And you can see that students can join the iMSM no matter where they are or where they are from or currently live. This brings an unparalleled diversity of perspective to all of our students from a wide variety of backgrounds. And then we are 144 of the Fortune 500 companies are also represented among the students in the iMSM program. And we have a total of just over 1,000 alumni. Ram, can you talk a little bit about the types of backgrounds that you see of those that are in the iMSM program within your live sessions and group projects?
Yeah, sure. I've seen, like the software engineers and even directors at the higher level in a company, and accounting professionals, I mean CPAs and all, CPAs, and then some undergraduates, like you said, the recent graduates I have seen, uh, and even I've seen people from India. They have attended the live session from Bombay, Delhi, Hyderabad, and every other places in India. So this is what the experience I have worked with so far. So
Okay.
most of the colleagues or peers I've seen so far is from software engineering, very
Mhm.
few from other other areas like CPA, financing, and all that.
Great, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, moving on a little bit to career impact. Talking a little bit about ROI, return of investment. 42% of iMSM graduates have reported that they started a better job or received a promotion upon graduation, which is an immediate ROI of a Gies iMSM degree. 28% graduates told us that graduates told us that they received an average raise of 28% during or immediately after their iMSM program. And 94% of our graduates tell us that their final survey that they would recommend the iMSM program. So, as you can see, these stats tell us that the return of investment of an iMSM degree is applicable and is here, and that the course content can be applied to your current role in real time. The iMSM curriculum, you will complete a total of 36 credit hours or 9 courses in the iMSM program. 24 credit hours will make up the core required courses, and 12 will make up the electives. This degree is flexible in taking 1 or 2 courses each 8-week term, totally paced by you depending on your work and life schedule. The iMSM also can now fully stack into the iMBA program. So if you would like to pursue the iMBA after completing the iMSM degree, you would only have a remaining 36 credits to complete. A little note about the I. This refers to the method of delivery only. It is to signify all of the master's degrees delivered online at Gies. There will be no mention of the I on your transcripts or diploma. And moving on to the faculty, you might be wondering how we're delivering this highly innovative content to our learners. And a lot of this has to do with our amazing faculty. Gies College of Business is home to more than 215 full-time faculty across accountancy, business administration, marketing, management, supply chain, operations, entrepreneurship, and many, many other departments. More than half of Gies faculty are actively engaged in research that is changing how business is taught and how business is done. We have over 70 faculty members who teach in online programs with industry and research expertise, and about 250 TAs that will help within the courses. And then we have 55 Gies staff members in our teaching and learning department. All of these groups come together to create the content that we deliver. And the Gies Online faculty completes about 40 live sessions each week. And to this day, we have about 19,000 videos that have been created. We have 6 current studios in the business instructional facility, with 7 more to come in the near future as we complete a brand new building called Steve Weimer Hall on the business campus. So pretty exciting. I'm going to pause now and I'm going to play a video. This is a brief video. It's going to give you just a sense of what a live session is like. This is Professor Hay Knoll. He is one of the favorites, so you can be ready to be entertained. Here we go.
Hello and welcome from wherever in the world you are. One thing you'll know by now is realize you are not going to be able to just sit back. Got excited.
Absolutely.
I do not believe in exams. It will be a collaborative event, something you do over time with others. And that's what we do in this class. I want you to put up your hands and tell me 2 associations from the case.
Tradition comes to mind.
Associated with a working man.
Also inexpensive and very accessible.
End my classes by saying, all of you, go out in the world and be successful.
Ram, can you tell us a little bit about what your experience has been like in the live sessions, and maybe touch on a little bit what to expect with the assignments and projects and tests?
Sure, definitely. Yeah, my experience with the live sessions are really great because that's where you directly get to interact with the professors. You will have breakout sessions where you will get to interact with your colleagues, work on a case or some questions that professors will give over the online. And it was really interactive, and literally I enjoyed each and every live session. And this program being flexible, we have several live sessions, like 2. Some courses have 2, some courses have 3, so you can attend any of the live sessions. So even if in some cases, if we are not able to attend the live session, we'll always have the recording where you can go and refer the recordings for the future assignments and all that. So when it comes to the program assignments, the Canvas will list all of the assignments that are due every Tuesday. So what we will do is, what I usually do is, I first take the Coursera course before the session, and then I go prepared for the session with some knowledge about what we are going to learn about in the live session. And once the live session is done, we'll have some idea from the professors. With that, I used to go through the Coursera again, which will really help me to complete the assignments by Tuesday. And with respect to the group assignments, yes, once the group is created, we'll just everybody in the group will meet and say hi, introduction and everything, and then we will plan to regroup again and discuss the next steps on how we're going to meet. Like are we going to meet once a week or twice a week, something like that, so that we will be able to complete the group assignment on time. So that's what my experience with the assignments, group assignments, and live session.
Okay, how
and
are,
and and
oh, go ahead.
office hours. Sorry, I missed the office hours. So even office hours are really it's fun, I would say, because lot of students would come to the office hours with so many questions uh, regarding the assignments. So yeah, that is really for the assignments basically. So if you have any questions, you can always attend the office hours where we'll be able to talk to the professors directly and get clarified with whatever questions you have. That will really help you with the assignments. Or if there is a midterm or final exams, professors will give some ideas, techniques on how to handle the courses and examinations over the office hour sessions.
Great, thank you. Another question we get quite often is how are the groups formed? So can you touch on that a little bit?
Sure, yeah. Usually at the beginning of the course, we will get an email to email, which is kind of a preference form where you will have to select the time zone which which we would like to go with. Accordingly, whatever you choose in the preference form, I think the groups are created accordingly. Like if you prefer not to if someone is not able to attend meetings within the group over the weekends, let's say they can do only on Thursdays and Fridays, you can always give that preference in the preference form. So accordingly, I think the group is created. Like if there are certain people who are also wanted to do the same, like they can only meet over the week or in the evenings, let's say. So the group will be created based on the preference form completely.
Okay, great, thank you.
Sure, thanks.
Talking a little bit about, and Ram touched on these two components of each of the Gies learner journey. So we're going to touch on these now as well, but there is the asynchronous component that is delivered on Coursera. These are the non-credit bearing courses that you complete completely asynchronously on your own time that cover the foundational material. As Ram said, working ahead and having that completed prior to the live session is always helpful. It does serve as your digital textbook for each course. These offer specific career aligned training. You earn a digital certificate that you can share on social platforms when you complete the Coursera portion. You enroll through the Coursera platform, and the content is made up of videos, self-assessed quizzes, assignments, and peer evaluations. This is much more self-paced and self-driven. The second component, we often refer to it as the high engagement component. And this is the material that builds on that MOOC foundational material. It will give you the real world scenarios and projects to pull through the concepts that you have learned in the MOOCs. You have the 90-minute live class on Zoom each week where your instructor will give their lecture. And Ram mentioned this, but it's definitely important to note that a lot of these live sessions are offered 2 or 3 different times. You choose the time that works the best for you. We're trying to reach a lot of different global time zones. And then if there isn't an available time for you, the recording will always be available. Your faculty is also available for those office hours where you can discuss the assignments and have discussions with your professor and TA as well. But together, the Coursera and high engagement components make up your Gies Online for credit course. And or Ram, about how much time, I know this can vary depending on the course, but about how much time would you say you spend on each course per week?
Sure. On an average, I would say one should definitely spend 10 hours a week for each and every course. It doesn't matter whether the course is medium difficulty or it's too much, because the courses are literally, some are quantitative, some are qualitative. So it's always, I always suggest everyone to spend 10 hours a week, which means like over the weekend we will always get more time, right? So we can spend more time over the weekend. So what I usually do is I spend more time for the group assignments over the weekend. And then on Monday and Tuesday, I spend most of the time to complete my Coursera quizzes and then the Canvas assignments. That's what I've been doing. So that really worked well for me, but each individual have their own preferences. But on an average, yes, 10 to 12 hours a week would work.
Right, great, thank you.
Sure.
All right, moving on to a question that we hear quite often is how do students network within an online program? We do hold several different types of events for our students to network. We have a few of these opportunities listed here. iConnects are meetups for current students and prospective learners where we typically have a speaker for some professional development. We often hold these in, metropolitan areas, but we hold them in the United States, but also globally as well. And then immersion trips are also other opportunities that we have, and I'm going to touch a little bit more on those in the upcoming slide. iConverge is our annual in-person event where we invite all students and alumni to attend a fun networking 3-day event on campus. And then this next grouping is a list of our student-led opportunities, and Workplace is our social media platform. It's owned by Facebook, operates like Facebook, and this is where you can really connect and engage with a lot of our current learners and alumni. And then we also have you'll have group work within your live sessions where you'll be connecting with other students in your class, and student-led meetups. Maybe someone's traveling through your town, or you already have a large group of students and learners in your city. You might get together regularly. So those are just kind of organic student-led meetups. And then we also have the ambassador group that RAM is a part of as well that helps to connect with prospective learners and answer their questions. And finally, we have the IGBA, which is a University of Illinois registered student organization. It basically is the iDegree learners. It connects the iDegree learners with the administration. And so they hold various events as well. So some networking opportunities there. Ram, can you tell us a little bit about how you've networked within the iMSM program?
Sure. Yeah, my first networking is through the workplace. So if you have any questions, like it doesn't matter whether the question is with respect to the course you're taking, or if you have any questions related to the career or any technical topic or any random topics, workplace is the place where I always go, and that's where I was able to make a lot of connections. And I know we're gonna replace the workplace with some other tool in the future, but yeah, workplace is the number one medium which I go for. And then whatever we see in the screen, right? The immersions or iConverge. Unfortunately, I couldn't do both of them, but the ambassador program, and I'm also part of IGBA right now. I'm with the membership team, so we meet every once a month, and we do chat within our team in teams. Similarly, we do have a professional development team where they actually conduct a lot of events specifically from different areas like leadership and then career builder, something like that. So those are the other area where we will be able to create connections. So yeah, we have a lot of areas where we will be able to attend sessions and make connections.
Thanks, Ram.
Sure.
And then those immersion opportunities that I mentioned, immersions are held, they're held in the United States, but also internationally. We host these about 4 times per year, and all degree learners are eligible to apply. It is an extra cost, and we usually take about 30 to 40 students on an immersion trip. The immersions are project-based, and where you're working with real companies to solve real-world problems. And there will also be several different cultural activities included as well. We actually wrapped up a recent immersion trip in South Africa, and then there was also Malaysia and Singapore this past summer. Our upcoming immersions will be in Miami, Florida, and Vietnam and Brazil. So those are the ones coming up for the remainder of this year. This is a great opportunity for networking and to experience learning sessions with various company stakeholders. If the IMBA becomes of interest to you in the future and you would like to stack into the IMBA program, an immersion trip can count as one of the capstone projects for the IMBA program as well. This next slide represents iConverge. This is from 2023, but we had a total of 505 alumni and students that attended. 38 states were represented in 32 countries. This photo is a group shot of everyone that attended outside the State Farm Center, which is where the U of I basketball team plays. And we gathered there for some meetings for about half of one of the days. But we did wrap up iConverge 24 this past September, and it was also a success as well. I think our furthest traveler was from Japan. So literally students and alumni from all over the world, a really great networking opportunity. And I did meet several alumni that were there for like their fourth iConverge. So it is something that you can enjoy even after you graduate and keep attending and keep those connections going. Workplace. Here's just a few examples of some workplace posts. We have attending a live session at a beach, which I thought was pretty fun. Our Southeast Asia group holds an event every year, and they hold it in December. It's called the Everything event. And basically it's where a lot of our learners located within that region come together in person to celebrate each other's accomplishments throughout the year. And then this other final post is one of our students who won an award for his startup. So there's lots of fun posts on Workplace, but there's also lots of ways, for students that are asking about what courses to take together, or if they have questions about a specific course or a syllabus or something along those lines, you can definitely connect with students and alumni on that platform and receive some support there. Student meetups. Here are just a few examples of some student-led meetups that have happened, as you can see, not only in the United States, but internationally as well. And we love collecting the stories of our learners that are meeting up. So these are just a few of the pictures that we've collected in the last year. Moving on to the support that you will receive as an admitted student. We do have an entire student academic success team available to you. You won't be assigned a specific advisor, but you will have this team where you can go over degree requirements. They can help you set up a degree plan. They offer express advising hours where there's like 2-hour blocks multiple times a week, where you can hop on and off and get your questions answered from an advisor. You can also register for a one-on-one Zoom meeting with an advisor or email them anytime. Ram, have you connected with academic advising services? And if so, what did that support look like?
Yes, Laurie, I think I used the service during my initial application process, because even I used to attend a lot of webinars to understand the program, the course structure, what it's gonna give me and everything. But I was able to connect with one academic service where I literally needed help in the application process, like what exactly is required for me to submit along with the applications, like the reference, statement of purpose, and especially I wanted to know what is required from my undergraduate, like the graduate certificate from my university back in India, something like that. So those kind of support I literally got through the academic success team.
Great. And then the career resources that will be available to you on Workplace, the social media platform that we are talking, there is a career strategy workplace group. And this is basically a group where students and alumni can come together to network, job search, also post any job openings. Big Interview is another resource for you that offers training courses and hands-on practice with mock interviews tailored to your specific area of interest or career background. Handshake is also accessible to all students at the University of Illinois. Handshake has various job fairs, career fairs, and it has a job board. But I will say that this campus recruiting platform is designed a little bit more for our residential and on-campus learners, but you will have access. You just might find that the Career Strategy Workplace Group or LinkedIn and other professional job boards, those might be a little bit more helpful. And then finally, VMOC. This is a resume and career development tool that helps you improve your resume, and it will provide feedback and advise you on any ways that you can enhance your resume. So this is definitely some of the career resources that you will have as a current student. So what part of the application, we have another poll here, what part of the application looks the most time consuming to you? Is it the resume, the personal statement? Maybe it is the recommendation forms or the locating your unofficial transcripts, listing your work experience, or for some of our international applicants, it could be the English proficiency test. We're going to go over these a little bit here on this slide. These are the application requirements for our degree programs. And so an updated resume, just brief resume, will be required. The unofficial transcripts or mark sheets will be required as well. We won't need the officials unless you are admitted, and then you will have some time to get those in. There's an academic statement and short answer personal statements. All of those prompts would be found within the application itself. 2 recommendation forms. Basically how this works is we will email your recommenders a form to be completed. This form can be done in as little as 10 to 15 minutes. And then if they would like to upload a letter, that is optional, but that is perfectly okay as well. We do like to see our recommendations be professional in nature. If that isn't applicable to you, they can be academia or a mentor, a client, someone like that as well. No GRE or GMAT required for any of our degree programs. And then there is a scholarship application as well. It's found within the degree application, but the deadline has already passed to apply for scholarship for our spring 25 semester. So the next intake for scholarship applications will be for fall. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, you're going to want to hold off and apply for our fall 25 semester, but do keep in mind that our scholarships are highly competitive as well. And then finally, if you are concerned that your profile might not be strong enough to gain admission to one of our online degree programs, we do have the PAT program, which is the performance-based admission track. This might be a good option for you. It gives learners the opportunity to apply to PAT as a non-degree student to take graduate level courses and earn credit. There's a requirement when you complete the PAT program that you complete it with a 3.0 GPA or higher. And if you do that, then you automatically migrate into the degree program of your choice. And those PAT courses transfer and they will not need to be retaken. After you submit your application, we will reach out if there's anything that is missing. We accept applications on a rolling basis, so the sooner you apply, the better. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks before you will hear from us with either a decision or an invitation to interview. Interviews are just an opportunity for us to get to know you better. Ram, can you tell us a little bit about the interview process for you?
Sure, yeah. I was super excited to see the interview email. because it's my dream to pursue a master's degree in US. So I was super excited, and in the interview I was actually questioned about my professional experience, and why did I choose the MSM degree. That's what the conversation I had with my interviewer, like what's my expectation from the MSM, and what is the future vision for me on completing the MSM and all that. So yep, it was fun.
Yeah, it's super
I
casual.
mean, everyone, when we see it's an interview, everyone will be little nervous about like whether we're gonna have a Q&A sessions and all that, but totally it is not. It is totally for Geese to understand our expectations and everything. So
Great.
whenever you guys receive a interview letter, just be calm and cool, and it's gonna be fun.
Great. Thank you, Ram.
Thank you.
And then moving on to the upcoming deadlines, our final application deadline for a January start is coming up on December 2nd. I can't believe we're already here. All applications will receive full consideration if in by that time. We often ask, or we receive the question, oh, it's, the final deadline, and, is this going to hurt me? And no, not at all. As long as it's in by December 2nd, all applications do receive full consideration, and then you can choose to start in January or March. The final application deadline, if March is sounding a little bit more feasible for you, the final application deadline for March is February 2nd. So why Gies Business? Well, hopefully you learned a little bit about the University of Illinois and the iMSM programs today. I do feel like the three things I hear our students talk about most in terms of why they chose Gies Online is the flexibility, the affordability, and the networking opportunities. You're able to complete your master's degree without leaving your job or any other responsibilities. Our price point really is unmatched, especially for the high quality of education that you will be receiving. And despite our program being online, you'll have numerous opportunities to meet and connect with your peers in person. So we would love to have you join us here at Gies. And if anyone has any last minute questions, because we do have about 10 minutes, feel free to pop those in the Q&A. But before we get to those, Ram, is there any last thoughts or anything else that you would like to add before we close out today?
Sure, Laurie. So my iMSM experience was really great, and of course, it's not that we will be meeting with only the iMSM student, because even IMBA will have certain courses that we will be doing. So it's a combination of both iMSM and IMBA students, where you collaborate with each other for certain courses, and it will since we are actually getting to meet so much of professionals from other areas and other industries. It's not only we learn the course, but we also get to interact with other professionals and get some ideas about about their career, about their company's vision and all that. So it's just not only the study, it's more than that, I would say. So, and of course, University of Illinois, it's one of the top university in US. So uh, everyone will feel very pride, about getting a master's degree from such a university. So, yep.
Great. Thank you, Ram.
Thank you.
All right. So we have a green, so that's good. We definitely want everyone to be feeling better about the iMSM program and that they got most of their questions answered. And again, pop any last minute questions into the Q&A feature, and I'm going to get those answered now. There is a question: do you recommend the iMSM to students over 50 years old to reach an MBA in 2 steps? I mean, it really depends on what your goals are. And if you feel like you just kind of want to get your feet wet a little bit, start with the iMSM program, that's perfectly okay. I would say the biggest difference between the IMBA and the iMSM are the amount of accounting courses. So both programs are going to have a lot of leadership and project management courses, but the MBA is going to have more accounting courses. So if that is something that you kind of want to wait on, then maybe starting with the iMSM would be better. I can also, and Natalie, if you want to pop this in the chat for everyone, the Ambassador Connection form is a form that you can complete and submit where I connect you with a learner in a degree program with a similar background. And I definitely have an iMSM learner that is stacking into IMBA that is within this age range that I would love to connect you with, Carlos. So Natalie, feel free to put that Ambassador Connection form in the chat. That would be great. And then we can get you connected, Carlos. I will also type my email there for you if you need to reach out to me directly. And then let's see here. So if I understood correctly, is workplace like social media apps specifically, it's specifically for our Gies Online students and alumni only. So not for all university students, but for our Gies Online students, yes. That is the social media platform we're using. We are going to be cycling out of that into a different platform in the future, but that's all in the works right now. And Workplace is still very active and is an excellent resource for our students. And then the Ambassador Connection Forum link is there in the chat. Thank you, Natalie. All right, and then I'm also going to pop a link in the chat. This is our LinkedIn group, and we have many ambassadors, some alumni, and some of us from the admissions and recruitment team that are active on this group. This is an excellent way to ask any questions that come up and get them answered by our ambassadors, where they can share their Gies Online experience, and our admissions team can answer any admissions related questions. So feel free to check that group out and request to join. We would love to have you there. All right, last call for any questions. Natalie, I want to thank you for helping out in the chat today. And I want to thank each of you for attending today. Really enjoyed having you all on this call. And Ram, most of all, thank you for your time. We couldn't do these events without you. So thank you and congratulations on your upcoming graduation.
Thank you so much, Lori. Thanks so much for all the opportunities. And I wish everyone gets this opportunity, to explore a lot about this program.
Great. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to sign off for today. Thanks again, and everyone have a good rest of your week.